So what are the advantages of understanding the business environment? How does understanding the business environment helps a business? So when you study environment, it should invariably help your business. Just studying the environment for the sake of studying won't help a business. So what are the advantages? We will now know. So when you study business environment, it gives you a first mover advantage. What do you mean by first mover advantage? So first mover advantage is somebody who has moved into the market with an innovative product before everybody else. So let us take the example of Patanjali. People always liked herbal and Ayurvedic products, but it took the entrepreneurial spirit of Patanjali to take the FMCG, fast moving consumer goods, to the market at a reasonable price. So this is the Patanjali entering the market is the clear case of a company acquiring a first mover advantage. So next, identification of threats. So let's suppose there is a well entrenched player. There is a very well entrenched player. It may be a big national company or a big multinational company. So when there is a big entrenched player and is threatened by a new entrant, he will identify it as a threat. So let's take the same example. HUL, Hindustan Unilever, countered Patanjali by launching their own Ayurvedic label of products with the name Ayush. So they studied the business environment. They came to know that people liked Ayurveda. Instead of countering it by existing products, they bought a new line of products. They hired popular film stars. They invested money and they identified the threat as Patanjali and launched their own set of Ayurvedic products. So what is the third advantage of studying the business environment? It helps you cope with rapid changes. For example, there was demonetization. Okay, so withdrawing the legal status of the currency notes printed by RBI. So when there was such an event, only few businesses could cope up with such a change. So when you study business environment, it helps you plan for unexpected events, not only expected events but also some unexpected events which require rapid and effective response. So it also helps in improving performance. So if you ask the early Gmail users, it was not as good as it is now. So for example, if you used a internet cafe, chances were your password could be hacked by a malware or something. But now with more security features, Gmail has made it almost absolutely safe to use its email service. So studying the business environment and responding to the needs and demands of the customers has helped Gmail improve its performance over its competitors or peers. Studying business environment also helps you to give a direction for growth. What do you mean by direction for growth? See, you can push a product only to such an extent. So for example, Bajaj scooters, when they were manufacturing hand-geared scooters, they knew they hit a ceiling. They hit a ceiling when it came to their market share. So what they did, they shifted to the motorcycle segment, which helped them grow tremendously. For example, also Suzuki and Honda used the same scooter and made it a gearless one. So they adapted to the market condition and gave new direction for the growth of the company. So one example may also be premiumization. What do you mean by premiumization? See, you will use a shampoo. So 10 to 15 years ago, there are not many brands. So the major brand was Clinic Plus, which was not a very premium brand. At the same time, today you have Pantene, Head and Shoulders and Livon and many brands which are essentially the same product. They are also shampoos. Clinic Plus is also a shampoo. But the company, by giving a direction to the growth, has moved more towards premiumization and meeting competition. As I said previously, I gave you an example of Patanjali offering competition and HUL countering the threat of Patanjali. In the same way, meeting competition. How do you meet competition? When Tesla came onto the scene, The automobile market was completely dominated, almost completely dominated by internal combustion engines, petrol and diesel. But Tesla changed the way the game was played and the competitors had to adapt. So the competitors, the big companies like Audi and Volvo had to adopt, and they said we will manufacture cars which are better than Tesla. So Audi and Volvo studied the business environment and it helped them meet business competition. The companies also build an image, over time by which they earn the trust of their consumers and develop brand loyalty. Take for example Tata's. When you say salt, the first thing that comes to your mind is Tata Salt. Even when they don't advertise, even if they don't advertise, they have built an image which adds to the brand value and helps business succeed without much advertisement and costs. And the last factor is continuous learning. So take for example, when Henry Ford built a first car, he forgot to install a reverse gear, but from then to now Ford has grown to be a big industrial powerhouse. How has it managed to do that? By continuous learning. They never stopped learning. For you to survive in a business environment, you have to be the best. From good, you have to gravitate to better, and from good, you have to gravitate to better, and from you have to reach the best and stay there. So, continuous learning is also an advantage of studying business environment.